Doug Masnaghetti, and you just heard me noodle through Lindsey Buckingham's Never Going Back Again. And it's a hard song, and it's definitely hard for me to play. I don't play it very well, but I think I have the progression down, and I thought it would be worth giving a lesson, because it took me a long time to learn this thing. So anyway, the first thing you want to do, and I'm just going to reposition this onto my guitar here, you want to down tune your A string down to a G, full step down to a G. Take your E string a full 2 steps down, and that'd be to a C, and then put a capo on the sixth fret. Now, if you watch Lindsey play it, he has the capo on the 4th, and he just down tunes his E string 1 step, and then he bars everything from the 6th fret. He bars the first 4 strings, and it makes it more difficult to play. And I'm not Lindsey Buckingham, so I'm shortcutting it. You can play it essentially the same note progression that he does by doing this. I think he puts the bar on the 4th fret in order to give him some versatility for the lead in the middle of the song and so forth. So anyway, get your guitar down tuned, and then we'll start right in on the lesson, which begins with placing, oh, by the way, finger plucking. My first, the first string is plucked by my 3rd finger, my ring finger on my right hand. The 2nd string is with my middle finger. 3rd string is with my 1st, and all other strings are with my thumb. So we'll just refer to these as the bass notes, and these as the upper notes. So whenever I'm going to be calling out my finger plucking, because that's really where all the work is and all the trickiness of the song is. So it starts out with a simple chord, just your 2nd string 1st fret, your 4th string 2nd fret, and you hit your open E string, as it were. It's not really an E, but you know what I mean. Your 6th string. Pluck both 2 and 4, then hit 5, then pluck 2 and 4 again, except leave them open and then hammer on that chord. Then hit your 6th note, your 6th string again, and place your pinky on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. And let me reposition this a little bit so you can see a little better. And then you pluck your 3rd string, your 4th and your 1st, and then your 2nd string, and then your 3rd and 5th, 1st, 2nd and 4th, 3rd. So it's like that. So what I've just showed you is this. Then he repeats that with a slight variation. He hits the 6th string, and he hits 2 and 4 with your fingers in place on that chord that I showed you, but you pull off. Hit the 5th string, and then come up and put your 2nd string on the 3rd fret, 4th string on the 3rd fret, pluck 2 and 4, 6th string, come back down to the chord that I showed you, 2nd string 1st fret, 4th string 2nd fret, and get the 3rd fret of your 1st string covered with your pinky or middle finger. And we just left off with hitting the open 6. You then do the same progression I just showed you a minute ago. 3rd string, 4th and 1st, 2nd, third and fifth, first, second and fourth, third. So this last bit that I just showed you is so what I've showed you up to now then is and then what he does, I'm going to stop right here. So now what he does is he moves into covering the second string, third fret, fourth string, third fret, and he hits the 5 and the first together, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2 and 5, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 5, 1, 2 and 4, 1, 5 and 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1, and I think that's it. So what I just showed you was okay. Okay, so then he goes back down into the position with the second string first fret, fourth string second fret, and he hits the sixth and the second string together, third, fourth. He then covers the second string on the third fret, the fourth string on the third fret, plucks and slides up to the fifth fret, comes back down, and as he's coming down, he hits the fifth string. He plucks at the third fret again with that same finger configuration. So we have and then he goes and hits the sixth string again, 2 and 4. Got to get the pinky up on the third fret of the first string and hit the first string, fifth, fifth, third, fourth, second. Okay, so and then you wrap back around. You notice when I slid up, you should hit that fifth note, and I haven't worked that into the way I played. I just realized that should be there not that long ago. So when I try to work it in, it usually messes me up. So right now for the lesson, I'm not gonna do it, but I'm gonna tell you about it. So so one more time, what you've learned so far. and he hits the 6th string and moves into the next phase of the song, which is barring on the 5th fret the first 4 strings, and then placing your pinky up on the 8th fret of the 1st string. So he goes 6th string, 5 and 1, and then he changes his fingering here to put his to cover the 1st string on the 7th fret and the 2nd string on the 6th fret, and he picks off. Let's start again. So 6th string, and with the pinky on the 8th fret, 4 and 1. Change your position, your finger position, to 7 on the 1st string and 6 on the 2nd string, and then 5th and 1st, and then the 2nd, and then the 3rd. So it's then bar, using your pinky, bar the 1st and 2nd string on the 8th fret, and 6 and 1, 2, 3 and 4. Do that again. Then 1, 2 and 5, 3, 6 and 1, 2. Then he repeats it. Except this time when he changes finger position, he doesn't bother with the second string. He just leaves that barred with the 1st finger. See, that's slightly, it's not, last time it was that, this time it's this. So, after you've been through he then drops down and covers the 2nd string 1st fret, 4th and 5th string both get covered on the 2nd fret, and he hits the 5th and then the 2nd and the 4th, and he pulls off when he does. And then leaving them all open, he hits 5th, 3rd, 4th, 2nd, then he goes back to the chord that you just had in place, and he hits 5 and 2, 1, 4, 1, open again, 5, 5 and 3, and then 2 and 4 together, and hammer on. So it's and then he goes to the E, and he goes right back into the verse again. That's about it. I'll end this with a cheat sheet that's basically an Excel spreadsheet that just gives you the plucking order, because that's really, I think, where most of the work is. The chords are pretty simple. It'll only take a few minutes to learn those and where they go in the progression. And it's really figuring out the picking. So just a few words on the progressions and what the thumb and the fingers are doing during this song. So during the verse, the thumb is basically bouncing between these three notes. It's doing this. When he goes into this, the thumb slows down and it's just doing this, while these fingers are doing this. And you're playing 3 upper notes to every 2 bass notes, so it's... And so there's a pattern there, and you can feel that rhythm. You know, when you play it right, you can feel that pattern sort of kick in your hand. Same thing goes for during the chorus. He's hitting 3 again down there, and simultaneously he's doing this on these upper strings. And of course, he's making some changes in his left hand. Okay, so I'm going to play slowly through the verse and the chorus, and that will be followed up with a little Excel spreadsheet visual of the fingering for the verse and the chorus, and maybe that'll be some help. Here goes. Now I'm going to go into the chorus. I was about to repeat the verse, I'm going to go into the chorus. Variation. Okay, so that's the song. If you're trying to learn it, I hope this video was some help to you. And you know, if you are trying to learn, you're having a tough time with it, I certainly did. Keep at it. You will get it. Have a good time with it.